First thing we've got to talk about today is the huge update around the Asmongold ban and scandal. Because today we just witnessed one of the most blistering takedowns of Asmongold, but it came from Asmongold himself.
I think this has been going on now for like 2 years. I think that I've been slowly devolving into the most mean-spirited, I don't really even know what the word is for it. Just like the most mean-spirited, rude, like nasty, like just callous, psychopathic version of myself. I'm just a f***ing idiot. I'm a f***ing moron. I've been an asshole. I think that I've devolved for the last 2 years. I think that I've negatively affected other people too, in ways that I hate. I don't even hate to say this. Like I think I need to say this. I need to say it more. I've negatively affected people in ways that I regret.
Or with those just being small bits of major statements he made this morning in a 20+ minute video apologizing for his comments about Palestinians. His apology kind of extended to things that he's done over the years now. But like we talked about yesterday, all of this is happening now because he specifically faced a ton of backlash for calling Palestinians an inferior culture and saying that they're terrible people, so he won't cry a river over a genocide against them. There's just a huge swath of people outraged, equating those comments to Nazi rhetoric. And while he initially issued a statement walking some of that back on Twitter saying, "My bad," that really did not go over well, which led us to this morning's video where he actually started off by thanking people for calling him out, saying his remarks and how he said them were disgusting, noting that he's still against religious extremism and using it to oppress people, but what he was saying was just not fair.
But whenever I categorize everybody in the area as this like group, then I'm the asshole, and I was the asshole, and I'm sorry. I really am. I think that it's extremely fair to criticize religious extremism, and I think that it's extremely unfair to categorize everybody in part of that group as religious extremists. I think it is, and I'm really sorry for that.
With him later explaining that another moment that made him realize that he needed to reflect on his beliefs and what he was doing, it came when he was getting death threats left and right yesterday, but then...
Do you know who reached out to me? And they wanted to talk and have a conversation and see if I was okay. People that were Islamic and people that were family in Palestine. And how humiliating is that? How absolutely humiliating is that? And these were the people I was trying to say were bad.
And again, Asmongold coming back saying this isn't an isolated incident, talking about going down a spiral for the past 2 years, even noting that people around him have tried to talk to him.
And I've had, again, everybody in the world telling me this, including my own dad, and I've just ignored them. And finally, it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe this is too far. Maybe I need a course correction, which is why I think that like getting suspended in this, I hope that it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I need to get myself in check. I need to get my mind under control. I need to like just get my life. I need to fix my life.
He also talked about how being online and consuming so much online has warped his worldview.
When you get lost in the sauce and you get fixated around like listening and reading feedback and, you know, just getting hyper fixated, this is like your entire life, you lose a perspective on reality and you lose a perspective on the world. I've always had a negative opinion of religion, and I've also had a negative opinion of religious cultures. And I think that really... I think that opinion is definitely shaped by the media that I've created, and the media I've created for myself, and then also just the media that exists, the media that I've chosen to seek out as well. And I think that media has allowed me to have certain predispositions and certain biases that the truth is that don't have any sort of relation to what my own real life has been experienced. Or my own real life experience has been, excuse me.
And then on top of all of that, he said that he's stepping back from his leadership role at OTK while he takes time to work on himself because he just doesn't want to be a mean person anymore. Now, of course, with this, everyone's going to have different sorts of opinions, some defending him, some going after him. So I got to ask you, as all of those are coming in and they're wildly different depending on where you're going on the internet, what's your take? What is your opinion? What camp are you landing in here and why?